Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Digital Marketing Certified. I'm the author of Digital Marketing Certified. You can get that anywhere. But yeah, today I want to show you another week, $1,000 for free in traffic sent directly from Google and YouTube to us, and you can see it right there on the screen. Just from one channel, it's about 20, just what you're looking at right now is about 29,000 plus in impressions. That means each impression is one set of eyeballs that sees my offer, that sees what we have to sell. And you can literally translate the same methodology that I use, a very simple process, and transfer it into your business. But yes, that's what we do here. Okay, so but you can get a lot of that secret inside of the book. Now, I want to share a couple of things with you. You're getting traffic to your website. Some of the things that's really showing up this week. If you look at this data on the screen, you could see that last week we had 30,116 just from I'm talking about just this one channel. We run a few channels because we kind of have a step-by-step process to it, so we can do this multiple times over and over. But anyway, this one channel right here, we have, let me make sure that, okay, let's just make sure, okay, good. So we have this channel about 29,000, I think. Was it last week? Well, last week, last 7 days is the blue. We have about 29,000 just as last, but the previous 7 days before that it was 30,000. So what happened? Why did it go lower? Well, it doesn't really matter, but I'll explain that in a second for you. See, not all traffic on the internet is created equal. Some people will come to your website, they're just curious. And some people are coming to your website and they are serious, meaning they are going to actually buy something. So at the end of the day, what do we call bottom line? Somebody that actually pays you money, right? So you don't want all the traffic in the world. You want quality buyer traffic, right? And one of the things that I teach here is how to refine, how to clean up all that noise, like a bunch of people that are just curious. You don't want all of them coming in. You want people that are ready to pay serious money. So let me explain what I just said to you real quick, right? So you are getting traffic, right? You're getting traffic over to your website. People are coming to your website, but it's people are coming to your website, right? If you are one of the lucky fews in the world that knows how to get 30,000 people to look at your offer, right? You can get a lot of those people over to your website in the form of views on a video on YouTube, or in the form of an actual visit to your website, as opposed to chasing friends and family around and sending text messages and begging people to buy your stuff. That's a very frustrating process, but give me about 2 minutes here. Let me show you. So some of this traffic, you want to turn them to buyers. So getting them to buyers is what we call conversion. Well, before we get to buyers, I'm going to put buyers all the way over here, right? That means money, right? That means they paid you money, right? But before they get there, the reality is that they're going to also become leads first, right? Leads is a prospect, somebody who is interested. They may not be ready to buy, but they're interested, right? So you want to build a list, an audience of leads, people who might buy from you after day 7, after day 14, after day 0. You want to build a list of those people. So there's this small link between here and here. So for every single one of this one, we're going to call them the bottleneck, right? So this is a little bit of a friction between somebody being a visit to your website, or no, somebody seeing an impression, somebody seeing your brand, something you have to offer, right? And actually giving you money. There's some friction there, right? So not everybody becomes that. So we want to continue to refine that. So sometimes the traffic will drop because the algorithms, the AI is helping you refine that traffic, right? So that you only get quality, because it's based on everything from interest to they actually buy. So over here we also have what we can say interest, somebody who is interested in what you're talking about, right? So but over here we have what we call like a small bottleneck. How do you get from here to here? This part right here, right? That is what we call CRO. That means conversion rate optimization. Okay. And when you are optimizing, you're basically converting noise, you're extracting the actual signal out of it, right? And that's an ongoing process. That's how you increase profits. And so you have to be consistent. You can't be all over the place. You have to have a consistent process that you're going through, or your marketing department is going through, to make sure that you're always refining that. So as much as the algorithm is helping you, you're also training the algorithm on what it should send you by what kind of content you push out there, but what kind of messaging you're pushing out there. There are 3 M's, right? So you have the message, you have the marketing, you have the media in marketing. So when you understand this, you won't be worried about fluctuating numbers. You would know exactly why your numbers are fluctuating. So it's a lot of ups and downs and ups, just kind of similar to the stock market. Ups and downs and ups and downs, ebbs and lows, and then it's ultimately going up. I'm only looking at the last 7 days here right now, right? So if I go back to last 28 days, let's see if it refreshes. Let's see if this refreshes safely. Okay, so you look at the last 28 days, you can see that this particular project I'm showing you cannot show much into the past on the purple line, because it's a brand new project and I'm showing it to you, and you can see that in the last 28 days, we've gotten about 117,000 impressions altogether, right? Eyeballs, each set of time somebody sees your offer, so if your messaging clicks, right, then they click over to come inside. So you're always refining that. There has to be a match between the message and the market, right? So as you're refining that, you're going to see ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. So right now I'm still showing, let me put this on last 28 days. Well, it's going to compare this because we don't have past that, right? Does that make sense? So if I remove the comparison, let's see, remove. Okay. If I remove that, you can see that in the last 28 days, 170,000. But anyway, I wanted to show you this again. I wanted to teach you something really cool there. There's something called conversion rate optimization, right? Conversion rate optimization. Right? So we have this guy. This is a consistent process. As you continue to build your audience online, you continue to build your visibility. There's nowhere else you're going to get visibility for your business. Let's just be frank, okay? So family and friends is still great for discovery. If somebody, but that means somebody knows about you. In terms of discovery for your brand over a period of time, eventually people will know you, right? And they start telling each other, or maybe through social media and all that kind of stuff. But the first step here is what we call the search engine optimization. It's still massive. As a matter of fact, everything AI feeds off of search engine optimization. The idea that people will come online and research and search, or whatever, you're searching the brand or they're searching the solution to a problem, that's never going to go away. It's always been that way. It's just that we moved it online, right? It used to be people who go into the library. So there's nothing new here. It's just the same phenomenon. So we have search engine optimization. That means you optimize for visibility in the search engines. What is search engine? Google.com. Okay, but again, by extension now, because of the AI, ChatGPT, Claude, all these different things, Gemini, right? All these different tools, you want to optimize your brand, the solution that your business has to offer, to be ready to basically reveal itself to anybody who is searching for the solution you can help them solve. That's what this comes down to. So we have the 3 M's. You have the message has to fit the market, like a market demand, right? And then through the media. So media has always been, right? It used to be like a big old what do you call it, microphone, right? That you just go outside and you talk to everybody. If you can gather about 20 people together, now we have the opportunity of the internet. You can talk to 100,000 person per week. I just showed you just one channel, about 29,000. Okay, so that's what's possible here. But my total numbers, just wanted to show you something, not bragging or anything like that, just to show you what's possible and what I can help you with if you decide you want to work with me. So if you look at this number, these are all my different channels. Over the last 7 days, we did 49,000. Like I showed you earlier on, it's a little bit less than the previous week, 59,000. So I'm tracking this. So make sure you're subscribed so you can seeing this. I will share a tip, 1 or 2 tips. Then I'll share my personal numbers with you. As you can see here, this 49,000 will typically, based off of the small little $5 ad that I run for retargeting, I would pay $21 for every 1,000 impressions. Okay, so based off of that $21, when you multiply it by the number of thousands in this, I would have paid about $1,067 for the last week alone in the traffic I got for free. How did I do it? Well, a few secrets here and there, like I said, content marketing, but also search engine optimization, but also you need to convert that to money. So you need to be what was I saying? You need to be optimizing for conversion as well. Meaning those traffic need to be becoming buyer. It's all useless if you're just getting a bunch of. I can't tell you. There's so many broke content creators on the internet. So for us, we have relatively small channels that generate a lot of money, right? Because we actually optimize for conversion, ultimately for revenue. All right. So if you're interested in something like this, again, you can easily reach out to me, and all you have to do is go through just go through the link digitalmarketingcertified.com. digitalmarketingcertified.com. I'm trying to see if I can pull that to the screen, but it's scrolling through the screen. It's digitalmarketingcertified.com. You get the book, and you also have access to be able to book a private session with me, private discovery session, and then we can see how we can be of value to your particular business. And also, if you're looking to learn these skills so you can help other businesses and generate money, absolutely, you can also reach out as well. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. We'll see you again. Make sure you subscribe so you can continue to get notifications when I drop these videos. Take care. God bless.